Okay, hello everybody. Today I'm Scott, and today we'll be doing something a little bit different. And today I'm going to be showing you and kind of doing a review process of the new Add This Smart Layers. It just came out today. It was in testing, I believe, for a while, but we're going to do some testing, and I'm going to show you how to configure it best for all you webmasters out here. And here we go. You have the follow buttons, and you can always show more and click all the ones that apply to you. I pretty much pre-selected everything, and there we go. You're gonna want to get as many follow buttons as you want. It's gonna be up here, but I'm gonna show you what's happened next. So don't try to think, well, that's boring. Your share buttons are gonna be floating on the left. The whole point of smart layers, when Add This thinks, they want to have content and the ability to share always within the grasp of the reader. This is what you want, which is why the follow buttons and the share buttons are going to float. Now, yes, you can edit the code, and it's not even that difficult to do so. But yeah, but when they invented smart layers, the goal was to get more traffic, get more sharing, and to get more profiles. These three things are combined into one widget. Now, there are some disadvantages to this that I will go over, but for now, let's just continue on with go to the what's next. What's next is basically a recommendations box. At the end of a post, you generally don't want your reader. Like, you can almost think of it as bounce rate. A bounce rate is where the person visits the page, but they don't actually do anything. This can also increase your revenue because they'll be giving you more page views, as the reader has more options to read and to gain more views, which is why even I have recommended content in the form of a list underneath every post. It generates more views, and it gives the readers more information about it just gives them more information, and it increases my own revenue. Well, they get to learn about something or whatever the topic is that they're doing. The theme is just truly what do you want. It really doesn't matter. See, it's going to add a little border. I always recommend doing transparent. Borders suck, and especially on dark backgrounds. And I'm going to do the live demo, and I'm going to explain some things. So up here, this is your Smart Layers demo. They've labeled it. This is basically a demo, but it's interesting. You get the show buttons up here, and then you just push this, goes right back in. It's very elegant for share buttons. And if you come over here, these come out, and then you don't want this, you just go, here's the hide, goes right there. It just blends so well. But see, the things I want you to notice about this recommendations box is that you have your follow buttons, your share buttons right here, and your follow buttons all out of the reach, all outside of the reader's eyesight. It's past the content box, and that's what we want. Keep scrolling down. Oh, here we go. Here's our share button. Here's our recommendation box. Add this. What happens when you click this? Same thing. Little arrows come up and show it. And at the very bottom, the Add This has the recommended for you box. Let me go over some things though that I do not like. This is a very large script, and I don't know how long Add This would actually. Because if it's on an external server, I'm just gonna quickly try to generate the code. And addthis.com. What we're trying to do is we're trying to see if I can extract the actual code. Okay, here we go. This is the code that goes into your widget. This is all the code and the changes that they've done. There's going to be external code. It's going to be linking all over the place. Now, what you can do is you can save this code and then use it for your own widget and use it as your own. Now, as long as you don't try to edit it or take credit for it in any way, then you're doing it within your right. The reason you may want to do this is use it on Google Drive. I use Google Drive for a ton of my scripts, and the reason for this is because Google Drive is able to. It's on Google servers, which are known to be fast and reliable. I've never suffered downtime, so if Google Drive went down, my site would not really function. as of right now. I say that because there will be more elaboration later. And the reason that this is so nice, oh, I was talking on here. Derp, derp, derp. Derp, derp. How do I mute myself? Psh. There we go. Was doing some Fortress Sieges. Not relevant here, though. Now that everybody else was gone, let me make sure I'm still talking. Yep. And the reason you'll want this is because it'll be faster, more reliable, and it's just going to be overall better for your website. Let me go over some things that you may want to change, and that is the freaking constant. These boxes right here, I really do not like the size of them. What I recommend for you is you see the recommend content, you can't edit crap. Now, AppThis claims that it's going to be able to basically personalize the site. It's going to be compatible with the site and try to blend in a way. However, my issue is this recommended box. It's brilliant. The idea works very well. The issue with it is it's just that it's too big. If they kept loading an image on every recommended box, it's going to slow down the loading time. But now I'm gonna counter that by saying this. AppThis also realizes now, while bigger images are also known to increase the rate because they see what it is that they're going to ahead of time. Now, I like how it's cross-compatible between all of these. Now, some of these are not clearly going to work the same because it's on a desktop, but let's get over it. And then I'm just going to add one more thing, and that is, it does take a while for this to actually work. And that's because the only reason this recommended content will work is because AppThis has to send in a crawler, and the crawler will go in and index every one of your pages on your site. So if you have a website or a popular blog, then this will be a really useful solution. And it's floating, which is great because it will always be in the reader's view, and it'll always give them something to do. And that was the point of smart layers. It's meant to be there and to give them what they want. My issue currently is that I did not test loading time, and the widget the recommended box, I don't know how it's going to adapt well. But yes, so thank you very much for watching. Please put in the comments below if you've used this. I want to get some. If you have a site, please try to put it in the comments below, or try to alter it so that way it'll work, because YouTube does not allow me to change the settings. Yeah, I know, I've tried, and it gets obnoxious. So thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.